I can't let them have my mind, no way. I was on some different shit, I went my own way. Told my mama wipe them tears, it's gonna be okay. Made it from the bottom to the top, now I can't see the hate. Why they talking on my life like I won't make it? I'm too busy counting cheese while I'm getting faded. I won't say a word and these niggas still gon' hate me. And I ain't going to no club unless they tryna pay me.
Yeah, let me quit playing around, man. We are finally back after a week. I might drop this today. Y'all might see this Saturday or I might see this Sunday. I don't know, for real. Depends on how long it takes me to edit it. But I believe today might be the day I actually start plugging some of these wires into the harness. Show y'all some of the essential tools that I'm using that you guys should probably go out and get as well if y'all want to get this job done. I got my wire crimpers, I got my strippers, need some electrical tape, whatever, and all my connectors. Got this from Amazon, it's the 500 piece. Go get this. It be come in clutch. You got every size you need, and I think it was like $30 or $20-something or whatever. I got somebody suggested just run the wire through the car instead of going backwards, so I did that and didn't have to cut the factory hole at all. And so I appreciate you, shout out to you who suggested that. That would have been my thought before I even cut it anyway, but you know how it go when you one track mount it for a split second. But I'm gonna route this harness real quick, put y'all on the time lapse or whatever, and get everything how I want it to run. So. All right, so we sort of got it routed how I would want it. I gotta pull some more of this wire, LS harness. I gotta pull some more of that, put it back through there because I don't like how it's looped all the way back down there, you know. But for the most part, I got my grounds for my coils where they're supposed to go. Got the camshaft sensor plugged up. Got the starter wire for this down there. Got the transmission wire down there and whatnot. So let's get into trying to figure out where all of this stuff goes. In my opinion, it's really not that much. Oh yeah, we in the engine bay with it, thugging. But in my opinion, it's really not that much to wire these cars up or to integrate the harness, because you don't really need too much. It's not that many wires, but I don't have everything to wire it all the way completely up, but I can explain it pretty well for you guys to understand it. So give me a second. So what I'm about to do now is fish all the wires that I need for this LS or the BP automotive harness through that hole down there. And then after that, I'm gonna probably get this ECU mounted. Looks like it's 2 bolts right there and another one back there in that hole. I don't know what size they are yet, but I'm gonna get that bracket taken off. I believe you have to take that off for this to fit right there properly, and then figure out where the rest of these wires go. Like this one right here, it's the switch to ignition, and then you got 4 other. You got your TC, your tach, your speedometer, and malfunction indicator. Gotta figure out where those go. And then you have this is my fuel pump wire. And this one has a fuel pump relay and whatnot in here, so I don't have to run like some extra relay. I would just run this straight to that to the fuel pump wire on the stock harness. Just gotta figure out where the rest of these like these are the main ones that I gotta figure out where they go. I know where the TC goes. I don't know where the malfunction goes yet. Speedometer and tach, I gotta figure that out. Yeah, I thought it was sweet. It's not just 2 bolts. It's 4. These 2 down here are easy to get to. One's right there, and the other one's right there. I just loosened it up a little bit and slid it up out that little slit right there. This one's easy to get to. This one, that one back there, that one's not easy to get to. I ended up breaking it all to pieces or whatever. It's trash. Perfect. Now I just gotta loop these and the stock harness up, plug that stuff in right there and right there, whatever. All right, so I got that hooked up now. Main cab feed, HVAC stuff, and then that white connector is plugged up in there. I was trying to get some of these wires figured out, what's what and what do we need and what don't we need. So for my LS harness, don't need the tachometer. Mine's is a 90, so I don't need this wire. I don't need this pink wire for the brake switch. This would be for if you need to, if you don't have a brake switch at all, you need to create one. This is like a constant 12 volts. For the speedometer, I don't need this. I'm gonna tie those. I'm gonna tie my yellow wires that's on the stock OBS harness. I'm gonna tie this into the speed sensor right here. Purple goes to purple and yellow goes to green. I'm gonna tie those in so the speedometer works. This is for the transmission. So you don't need this speedometer wire either. Which one is this? It's for the malfunction indicator. You don't need this. This would be if you're making your own bulb or whatever. This one had a brown wire with it, and then the wires that you do need is the purple one. That's for your TCC. This is going from the ABS, and then it's going to a diode or whatever you want to call this. So that purple wire will go right here. I don't know for sure, but I believe this is specific for certain vehicles. I think 92 to 94 is different. So if you have a 92 or 94, it's different, I believe, but I don't know for sure. This is for a 1990, so. And then for your malfunction indicator light, you would take that brown wire that's coming out of that white connector. You see it right there, and you will hook that up to the LS harness. Purple to purple, brown to brown, pretty straightforward. This green wire for my temperature gauge or my temperature sensor or whatever, for the stock one, for the OBS harness. These 2 wires will be for my OBD1 if I was gonna reuse that, but I'm not because I have an OBD2 plug, so I don't really think there's a point of trying to reuse that. Well, I don't feel like I'm gonna do all of that extra stuff. That's pretty much it for all of that. For the fuel pump wire that goes to the harness, this gray one, you will hook it straight up to the gray one on the stock OBS harness. For your switch 12, your switch ignition, you'll hook it up to the distributor wire. If I was you, I would put an inline fuse right there or whatever, so that doesn't blow up anything or break anything. For all your power wires for your HVAC and the power cab feed, I'll probably put all of these on like one of them bigger fuses or whatever. They get constant 12, so I'll run that straight to a battery. I'm not really gonna tie in any of these wires because I need some more stuff, but for the most part, this is everything you need. This red wire right here on the stock OBS harness gets a constant 12 volts, so that could be a wire you use for something. You know, it's pretty much it, other than the fans. But the fans send off grounds. I can show you guys how the fans are set up for dual fans. 85 dark green, pink 86, power 30, 87. Same for that way. So that's the wiring you need for the fans or whatever. Other than that, put your stock pink or purple wire on your starter. Tie this in, put all these wires on. Create a power wire from the battery. That's where I'm about to go. I'm about to go get some wires and starter and whatnot. Create a power wire from your battery to your starter, then a power wire from your battery to alternator. You need a ground. Go from the block to the frame, to the frame, to the battery, to the battery, to the chassis. That'd be a full complete circuit for your grounds for your motor. And shoot, that's pretty much it for wiring up these OBS trucks. Well, for my year, I guess you can say. I'm not really going to show you guys. I'll show you guys the end product of when I have everything tied up. But for the most part, that's everything that you need to know to wire up a 1990 OBS or whatever year around that. I believe 92, 94 is a little bit easier because everything you need is underneath the glove box or whatever. But for my situation, you know, everything is straightforward as well. So if you got any more questions, just hit my DM on Instagram, _Tavion, or inbox me on Facebook, Tavion Smith. I feel free to comment, you know what I'm saying, leave a like or whatever. Please subscribe, you know what I'm saying. Stay tuned. Next video will probably be me showing y'all the end product of me tying all these wires together. My braided loom should be in, so I'll be able to clean up most of these wires. I should have my fuses and all the wires that I need as well that I ordered. So, peace.
And I can't let them have my mind, no way. I was on some different shit, I went my own way. Told my mama wipe them tears, it's gonna be okay. Made it from the bottom to the top, now I can't see the hate. Why they talking on my life like I won't make it? I'm too busy counting cheese while I'm getting faded. I won't say a word and these niggas still gon' hate me. And I ain't going to no club unless they tryna